What's up, guys? I got my two BB pistols. These are BB Glock 19 Gen 3. Use the CO2 to have pressure in it, gas pressure to launch BBs. This is a Glock 19X Gen 5. It's also a BB pistol. So I'm gonna do like a versus kind of thing. I have a chronograph. Obviously, the Glock 19, the Gen 3, the black one, is going to have faster speeds because it doesn't have a sliding, like a blowback action on the slide. So that's going to obviously win. It usually hits upwards of like 400 feet per second. This has a slide that moves, has a blowback action. So this is probably going to be a little bit weaker as far as FPS because some of that power is being used to make the slide go back. So the black one does not do this. It's just fixed. So I'm going to go over just a couple key features in these BB pistols and let you guys know differences and stuff between them. So they both have two safeties. The Glock 19X has a safety right here, this sliding safety switch. It's kind of hard to press or like move around. They give you this little weird little like key thing to like move it. This one, it just has a safety on the trigger right there, that little button, so you can push it in or out. This little like pin right here, push it in or out to put it on safe or fire. They both have a safety on the trigger. That middle section of the trigger, it won't let you pull the trigger all the way to fire unless you're pressing down on this little blade in the middle of it. So they both have two safeties, because if you just catch your fingernail on it and you try to pull, it won't let you go, but if you pull this right in the middle, it will. So that's how those work. As far as safeties, the gas on the Glock 19 Gen 3, it loads in the back right here, and I just lost my little handle thing, but it loads in the back and it's inside of the actual BB pistol, the CO2 cartridge. The Glock 19X, it has the magazine which houses the CO2, so you have to put the CO2 into the mag. So there's a difference in that. The Glock 19X comes with this little key to let you tighten down the CO2 once you deposit it in there. So you stick that in there and twist around that set screw inside. The Glock 19 Gen 3, the handle that I pulled off, it has a Allen wrench in the handle, so you just stick that in there and tighten it down. So a 6mm Allen wrench works fine for both of those. So that works on either. I believe this holds 19 rounds, the Glock 19X Gen 5. I believe it holds 19 rounds in that magazine. The magazine for the Glock 19 Gen 3, I think it's a 17 round magazine, and they're a lot different from each other. So this is the Glock 19 Gen 3, the black pistol. That's that magazine. It's just like a really minimal, it's just basically like a stick with a spring in it. And the Glock 19X, it has the CO2 housing and the BBs in the front. So slightly different, but kind of similar. The magazines are way different. I'm going to shoot these cans, get some chrono speeds. It's almost 80 degrees Fahrenheit out here right now. Let's see what the Celsius is of that. About 26 Celsius. So it's a little bit warm out here right now. That will affect how well these perform using CO2. So as I go on with the video, I'll explain the trigger pulls and stuff like that as I go along. So give me 1 second. Alright, you guys, on this can I wrote Glock 19 Gen 3, so I'm going to be shooting this can with the black pistol, and then on this other can I wrote Glock 19X Gen 5, and I'm going to be shooting it with this one. I just aired this up. I put the CO2 in the handle, twisted the set screw down, and I'm going to get on with shooting it. So I do like the trigger on this one better. It's a lot smoother. It doesn't really take that much to pull it, and yeah, it's a little bit faster as far as like speeds. So here's the chronograph, and I'm aiming for that can. 422, 424, 432. The box advertises this at 410, I'm pretty sure, 410 feet per second. 420, so it's performing better than the box advertisement, but that's kind of due to the temperature out here right now. I missed that one. 426. 420. I'll take a footstep count to get the distance. 422. So it's just working pretty good. I'm just gonna shoot this. That was the last shot. So the BB pistol's on the table, and I'm standing like right here in this line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's about 15 feet. I put rocks in here to add some weight to it. So you can see this is where I was getting shot, the front of the can. You can see all those hits in there. It's pretty much going through this can pretty easily. I'm using the same style, or like same brand of cans for both of these. These are just like Ralph's or Kroger brand cans, and I put rocks in them so they don't move around so much. So some of them went through the back, so that's pretty good for just a little BB pistol. And yeah, I'm gonna get on with shooting the tan one, so I'll be right back. All right, you guys, CO2's in here. It's punctured. I have to rack the slide. So now it has a BB loaded in the breech right here, and I'll do a chronograph. I know it's not going to be as fast as the black one because it has the blowback action. So you kind of have to pick and choose. Let me get the can really quick. You kind of have to pick and choose if you want the realistic blowback action or if you want higher speed with these two in particular. So Glock 19 charged. I can't put the chronograph right here because the slide moves. So I've done this before. I'll try my best to aim and get a chronograph reading. 362. The box advertises 370, I think. 380. I missed. 386. So this trigger pull, it's a little bit, you gotta get used to it a little bit. 374. 370. 360. 362. 354. 354. I would put the gun, the BB pistol right here, but I'm kind of at like a weird angle, and I can't get it on camera. If I move the camera where it's at, it's gonna fall over. 354, because it's kind of resting against a backpack, because I'm on a slope right here. 346, so it's getting weaker, but that's partly due to the blowback action. 344, and the Glock 19 Gen 3, the black pistol, doesn't have this blowback action. 346. Out of rounds. Oh no, 340. Missed on that one. I think I'm out on this one. Actually, the slide lock's back, so I'll know when I'm out. 344, 342, 338. So it's getting slower as I keep shooting, and that's normal because it's a CO2 cartridge. 336, and the slide locked back on that shot because I'm out of ammo in that magazine. So we'll go look at the can right now. I'll leave that on the table, and I'm still the same distance, the 15 feet distance. So this is the front of the can that's been getting shot, and it is going through it on the front. I'll do another magazine at both of these using the same cans. A lot less went through the back. I only see a crack back here. I don't see any like exit wounds on the back of this can. Just on the front, it's all pelted up, and about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divots on the back of the can. So that extra like 50 or 70 feet per second makes a difference with these little BBs. But yeah, either one, they're pretty good. The things I like about this is the slide moves, so you kind of get a little bit of recoil, not that much, but it's a little bit. It's nothing compared to like a real firearm. And I like the magazine a lot more in this one because it's just built a lot better. I don't have issues of the balls falling out because when you load these mags, you pull this follower guide down and you slide it into this little lock area right here. And when you do that, you load up BBs right here on the top and you put them in one at a time, and they line up, and you push this little follower guide back over, and then it puts pressure on them and pushes them up. When you do that with the black pistol, the Glock 19 Gen 3, sometimes this little thing is called a detent. Sometimes this spring pressure is too much for that detent, and all the balls just fly out of the top. That's happened to me a few times. I already have the Glock 19 Gen 3 over here loaded up already, so I'm just going to reload this magazine and get the black pistol and shoot that same can. Alright, you guys, I got the Glock 19 Gen 3, the black BB pistol. I'm shooting the same can I was shooting prior, so that's the same can that I was shooting with this one already. I turned it to the side a little bit, so I'm going to shoot the side of it, and I'll chrono a couple of shots, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to be hitting around 400 or so. So see what this does. This is the same CO2, 450, same CO2 cartridge, 440. So this thing's just throwing heat right now. 430, 428. It actually made that can move. 426, and that can has a few rocks in it, so it's not light. 430, 424, 418. So I'm just gonna dump on this thing from right here. I'm still 15 feet away. Out of shots. The can ended up falling over right after I paused the video. So yeah, there's these rocks in here, and I'm just making Swiss cheese out of this thing. So it definitely has more power than the tan one, but that's largely due to the slide, the blowback action on the slide. So I'm gonna put this can back over there and shoot the tan BB pistol at it. Alright, you guys, this is loaded up. I have to rack the thing, so pull the slide lever down right here, slide lock, so that's loaded now. Same CO2 cartridge that I was already shooting with. I'll chrono a couple shots, and I'll see if it goes any higher than I think 370 or 378, maybe 388 was the highest with this one, I think. 386. 384, 378. I'll do 2 more with the chronograph and then just dump on it. 364, 364. So one thing with this trigger is you kind of have to pull it. This is pointing in a safe direction. There's nobody or anything over there. You kind of have to pull it a little bit past the beginning. So right here it's putting some pressure against me. So once it gets past that, now I can pull it a little bit harder and it'll actually fire. So the Glock 19 Gen 3, the black one, does not do that. It's just really smooth. So that hit. And this is the blowback action. I'll try to aim and hit the can. Maybe you guys can see the slide moving around right now. It's only like half blowback because it doesn't go back all the way. There's other BB pistols where the entire slide goes back a lot more. Slide lock back, so I'm out of rounds. I'll go look at the can. It did not fall over. I'm hitting this edge or this side right here. So yeah, it's just, it doesn't have the speed that the other one does. So if you want stuff to go through things, I'd get the black one, the Glock 19 Gen 3. But if you want more realistic shooting where it has a little bit of recoil, then I'd go with this one. They're both around the same price. I think you can get this for about $100 right now currently, and I've seen this go as low as like 65. If you get it like at a store or something, it's probably like 90 to 100, $110, something like that, like actually in a physical store. Amazon has both of these, 70, 65, $70. This one's about 100 most of the time. There's other websites you can get them at, Pyramid Air, Airgun Depot, all those larger like BB pistol sites or rifles and stuff like that. It's 82 degrees, so this was still adjusting when I came out here. So that's probably actually what it has been this whole time. 82 degrees Fahrenheit and almost 28 Celsius, 27.5 Celsius. So yeah, it's not cool out here. I'm going through a little, gonna be going through more of a heat wave in a couple days. So I think it's supposed to be like 90 degrees in like a day or two about this time, or like in the middle of the day. So that's it. I'm just gonna mag dump on these and be right back. Alright guys, Glock 19X, tan one. I'm just gonna rack the slide so it's ready to go. That's the same can I was shooting with this BB pistol. Just double checking really quick, so here we go. Out of shots. I'll be right back. Some pretty good little hits. I think a couple more broke through, but that's only because I'm shooting the same side of this can. I'm gonna get the black pistol on the other can and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I switched out the can. I'm using the cleanest side that doesn't have any puncture marks or anything on it, like the best side it has. This is the same CO2, same with that one. It was the same CO2 canister. Still standing about 15 feet away, and I'm just gonna mag dump. Out of rounds. Put that on the table. It was moving around a lot more than the tan one was making it move. And yeah, I was pretty much hitting this side right here, but it was kind of turning because that thing just has much more feet per second coming out of that barrel than the tan one. So yeah, I don't know. For me, it's kind of their draw. This has the power. I don't like the magazine because I've had issues with the BBs flying out when you undo this follower. Even if you do it really slowly, it's just too much pressure in the spring, and you can't take this apart because it's like riveted together. So those little circles right there and right there in the middle, and the two down here, it's like fastened together, and to take it apart, you'll basically break this. So that's one flaw with this that I found. The magazines are cheap. They're like $15. See, that just happened right now. All the BBs flew out of this. I wasn't even trying to do that, but that just happened. So yeah, that's one issue I've had with this BB pistol, and it's more just the magazines. The performance of it's been great. The trigger is really nice, and the speeds that it does is really nice. I'm gonna reload this mag. All right, you guys, mag dumping. This is the Glock 19 Gen 3, the black one, same CO2. I think this is the 4th mag. I'll do one chronograph just to see what kind of speeds it's getting still. 372. So it's getting weaker, but that's understandable because it's a little 12-gram CO2 cartridge. Out of rounds. All right, back with the Glock 19 Gen 3. Out of rounds. This can is getting destroyed by that Glock 19 Gen 3. I'm going to do the same thing with that tan one. Try to wrap up this video as soon as I can, but yeah, this thing's just getting effed right now by that BB pistol, so I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, tan pistol, the Glock 19X Gen 5. I put the other can that's getting Swiss cheesed out by the black one over here. I'm going to dump the rest of the mags, whatever is left. I typically get maybe 6 to 7 magazines out of one CO2, so that's about 120, 140 shots. And with that one, it's about the same, about 100, 120 shots, something like that. So this video would just be super long if I keep shooting all this stuff. One second. All right, I forgot to put my magazine follower back. After about the 4th magazine, this won't be strong enough to lock back on your last shot with the 20 round, 19 round mag. So that's going to be an issue on this next one. It has way more than enough power to do it on the first like 3 mags, but by the time you get to the 4th one, it will still move. It just doesn't lock back. All right, reloaded. I'll see if the slide locks back once the mag is empty. I feel like these are going really slow right now. I'm gonna check with the chronograph really quick. Didn't even read that one. Yeah, I think I'm out of rounds. I'm out of rounds and it didn't lock back. It's because the pressure is so low. So I'm gonna reload, I'll be right back. All right, you guys, we're back. It's live. I'm gonna chrono a couple shots just to see what it's doing. I feel like it's like barely getting 300. 194, so I'm way off on my estimate. 194. It's pretty much going to run out of gas right now, and these are probably just bouncing off that can and not doing anything. No significant damage. So yeah, this thing's out. We'll check out the can. So this is the side I've been shooting the most, and it is, damaged. It's not like unscathed. It's definitely has some damage on it. You can see all the insides. I'll compare it to the other can, which looks like it went through hell. So this is the black pistol can, and it's getting effed. So yeah, definitely has more power. I'll shoot this one more time. I'll check the chronograph, see what it's doing. All right, you guys, this is the same CO2. It has been sitting on the table for 8 minutes or so when I was firing the tan one. So these first couple shots might come out hot because the pressure's been building up and it's sitting in direct sunlight. So see what it does. 286. So it's definitely getting slow. 284. 274. I'm just gonna dump on this thing. This is the same can that I've been shooting with this black Glock 19 Gen 3 BB pistol. At around, this is the site I was firing at. So this is the same can I've been using with the black pistol, and it looks way worse than the tan one. So yeah, that's just that difference in speed is just tearing through this can. And these are like the same brand of cans, or I thought they were. All right, maybe not. So they're not the greatest cans. They're pretty flimsy. They're not super strong. They're not super thick. These are both like store brand vegetable cans. So they're not like high-end cans or nothing like that, or super thick. I just grab whatever I have in the house. I'm gonna take the CO2 out of here. All right, so that's the performance difference between these two. This one's definitely has the edge in speeds and stuff. They both use you both get about 100 shots at least out of one of these 12 grams. These pierces look fine. This one was on the tan one and this one was on the black one, and they look perfectly fine, like normal. So yeah, that's it for this one. I do like this one. I just don't like the magazine that the BBs can fly out. And this one I like the magazine better, and I do like the pop back action. And after the mag is out, the slide locks back. But yeah, it just doesn't have as much power as this. If I'm able to pull it open and do anything to the inside, I'll definitely show you guys what I did to it. And this one can easily use a remote line adapter. This is from Air Venturi. It's for a Crossman rifle, Crossman DPMS SBR. This is like 20 bucks. Also from Pyramid Air, Airgun Depot, or academy.com. This you can place inside the, you remove your set screw and you can put that pipe, you put the end of it, touch it against that seal in there, and then the threads on the pipe will fit through this, because you're going to remove that set screw, and you can hook up a big airline and an air tank to it, and you don't have to keep using these. I can do that with this one too, but I do have to modify the magazine to make it work correctly, and I haven't done that yet because this is still new to me. I'll probably do that in a few months. I'm not in any rush to do it, but you can easily take that set screw out, and it's the same size, same length and everything. It's just the pipe threads, they don't stick out far enough when it's in this magazine. Let's just say it stops about right here. Maybe it's pressed up about that far. There isn't enough space for your airline to connect right here on this quick disconnect. It's too close to the mag. So I'm pretty sure I can do it. I just have to get like a grinding cutting wheel and cut off a lot of this, and then I have to change this plastic guard. You can't take off this plastic guard because there's a little plastic nub in here that's holding the spring in here and keeping the pressure in. So what I'm picturing myself doing is obviously shaving off some of this back end and then chopping this plastic cover off, like right here, like right underneath the branding, like right by here. Probably have to chop it right here, and then I'll be able to keep that spring tension thing in here, and I'll have access to the bottom of the mag so I can put a remote line on it. But that's not necessary at all. That's just stuff I like to do with these BB pistols and stuff. I still haven't taken this apart. I don't need to because it's brand new. Doesn't need maintenance or nothing like that. I've only had it for about maybe like a month now. I've shot like 4 CO2s through it, 4 or 5 CO2s through it. I've had this one for about a year, and I've probably shot, I I've hooked it up to the remote line and shot a crap ton of stuff through it, and I probably shot 15 or 20 CO2s through this, 12-gram CO2s through this. So I haven't used them extensively, but I do like them. They're very small. The Glock 19X, the tan one, it's just a little bit bigger than this one. So they're almost the same size. It's probably like 2 or 3 millimeters longer from edge of the barrel to the back, and it's probably like just a tiny bit taller than the black one. So the slides are like lined up right now, and it's only about that much longer. So it's just a little bit bigger than the black one. This is already really small. This is a replica, you know, Glock 19 Gen 3. So this is very concealable. Obviously, you're not going to really hurt someone with this unless you're just going straight face shots or something. But they're just fun to have, fun to plink shoot stuff with. I wouldn't take this with me, like EDC, any of these, because yeah, they're not going to do anything to somebody unless you're just straight getting eye shots or something. I mean, last resort, yeah, I would use that, but I'd probably end up just throwing hands with someone or using a knife or something. But hopefully that never ever has to happen. So yeah, that's it. That's the differences. Trigger's better on this, speeds are better on this, safety is all in one. There's not like a weird little lever or slide thing in the front, and magazines aren't that great with this. This one, the trigger's kind of hard to pull. It's not as fast speed wise, like the BB's flying out the barrel. The slide is nice with the recoil, and I like the magazine better. So I don't know, it's kind of a draw, but as far as speed and stuff, this is has the win, and like damage to these cans. So just once again, this is the black pistol shooting this can, just destroying this thing, and this is the tan pistol shooting this can, and it's not as bad. I mean, some did go through, but none of them went through all the way cleanly through the back, and this one is just totally, like, there's pieces of metal hanging off of it and stuff. So like if I stick my hand in here, I'm going to scratch the crap out of my fingers and get metal shards and stuff in my skin. And this one, I'd still probably do that, but it wouldn't be as bad if I tried that with this one, because there's so much more metal hanging off the edges, sharp pieces of metal. So anyways, hope you guys liked the video. Sorry it was 30 minutes long, but I just wanted to give it a proper review and comparison performance wise and stuff. So yeah, have a good one and see you next time.